So today I'm going to be lunging Pacific View Samira, otherwise known as Sammy, who is a 13-2 Australian pony. That's not to be confused with Australian riding pony. They're two different types of breeds. The riding pony is like a small thoroughbred, and as you can see, Sammy does not look like a small thoroughbred. She's a much sturdier, solid type of horse. They're more like a version of a small stock horse. They were bred to be a working horse, and Sammy is not afraid of putting in a hard day's work. And so you can see how I've set up my lunge line. I've actually attached it to the inside girth buckle, run it up through the bit ring, and that to me how I prefer to set up my lunge line, but there's plenty of options on how you set them up. It's really up to you. So I am moving around the arena a little bit. That's actually to try and get the camera to keep tracking me. But I'm still keeping Sammy at a distance around me. I've got the whip tucked behind me because I don't need it yet. It's here if I need it to push Sammy away from me. But she generally knows her job. And I always like my horses to start off and walk on the lunge. None of this going from starting on the lunge and trotting and cantering and you have no control. There's no value in that. I want her to warm up. Hopefully that's still tracking up. And she's done a few laps and walk now, and I'm quite happy with that. So I'm going to ask her to go into trot. I don't want her charging off, so I ask very gently, because Sammy can get a bit speedy when she feels like it. So I don't know how much speed so when I'm hold my lunge line, I always hold the lunge line. I'm going to the right, the lunge line's in my right hand. I'm going to the left, the lunge line's in my left hand. And I've just got the slack in my left hand. So I don't want it trailing on the ground for my feet to get tangled in. And then I'm sort of just trying to walk in a small circle, staying in line with Sammy's shoulder. I'm just trying to keep my body language quiet, my shoulders facing Sam's shoulders, and just keeping her cruising around me with a nice even rhythm and tempo. If you keep see me turning my head, it's because I'm trying to stop the wind from cutting my voice out. I'm doing this with earbuds. So she was looking to stop there, and that's fine. Traveling in a nice, relaxed connection, good rhythm, and good girl. No, you're not coming in, Sammy. She said she is. So that was enough for today. So, and she's itchy. See me, I just walk in towards her, gather up my lunge line as I go, so there's no lunge line touching the ground. You do not want the lunge line between you and the horse touching the ground. That's when you risk them getting tangled in the lunge line, and that can create a whole new set of dramas. So you want to be able to just slide your hand up and down the lunge line as needed to maintain a contact. I have a very light soft contact on the lunge line. Try and keep my thumb on top for the most part. Sammy says enough. So I'll just click her on. Good girl. She's a little deeper than what I wanted to be in the frame, but quite frankly, she's going to work for 2.5, 3 weeks. She can do whatever she wants as long as she's behaving. That's a good rhythm. I think the flies, even with fly free, the flies are blurring Sammy a bit. She sits into the flies. A little bit of an itch pony. Good girl, Daddy. One more. So, you can see she responds to fairly quiet A's. Sammy. Good girl. Definitely took some enough. Good girl. And walk. And trot. Good girl. Good girl. And steady. That was excellent, Sammy. Good girl. So when I wanted to come back, I'll just quieten my body language and put my hand out, because that's Alright, I'll gather up the lunge line as she comes in. That's what Sammy does. That's good girl. Where's the takes the punish and twice as quick to reward. So you're allowed to go mad at your horse, but you need to reward it twice as quickly. Yeah, darling. Yeah. So took the lunge line through the inside bit ring and back to the girth buckle. Make sure that the lunging system hindquarter swing centered so it's not pulling her to the outside. You always want the horse to move away from you. You're lunging the horse isn't lunging you. I mean, people do you see doing lots of circles and working really hard on the lunge and the horse is like, meh. The idea of lunging isn't for you to work hard, it's for your horse to work hard. So I'm just going to keep moving her away from me on little tangles. I'm just going to fix up that lunge line. Look at her, she's nice and relaxed. She's licking her lips, cruising around. She flies on her belly, the poor thing. We won't be up here for too long. I like them to walk on both sides, not just charge off into trip. Girl. And she has to wait for me for the command, not just take over herself. Good girl, Sam. Good girl. So try to keep your workouts even on both sides. I'll go as far as setting an alarm on my phone. Steady. Always easier if the horse will listen to your voice and body language. And Sammy is listening to my voice and paying attention. It's just that I'm doing two things at once. I'm talking to you and I'm lunging Sammy. Good girl. Good girl. Steady. Sammy. Oh. Oh. Good girl. That's better. Sammy can absolutely. Steady. Oh, good girl. And steady. Yeah. Good girl. Sammy can be absolutely speedy, so the whip is generally just here. So, now if I did want to bring the whip into play, steady, I bring it around in front of me, and then if she's coming in on the shoulder, I'd be putting it up here more to push the shoulder out. She's like, what are you doing? And just if I want to push her on, I'd have it more behind her here, and then I'm not going to do it now, but I'd just flick her up if I needed to. Hello, darling. We've given up. The pivo's flicked off us one too many times. So we've finished the session. If you found this video helpful, if you have any questions, please pop me a comment or an email. Thank you for watching our lunging demonstration with the Cooler Lunge Training System. Please subscribe to our channel, Cooler Lunge Training System. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thank you, darling.